As a sensitive digital creator and single mom living in a tiny room, I've learned that even small shifts in my space can change everything. And this winter, something happened that made me think of the vätte, the old house spirit who reacts when the home is out of balance. At least that is what I think. We've been indoors more than usual these days. The weather hasn't been that great, and when you live in a small space, you feel it even more when you are indoors all the time. And as a highly sensitive person and creator, the constant noise, movement, and attention that comes with living in one small room with my 4-year-old boy, who is very active, it all starts to build up inside me. There's no other room to step into, no quiet corner to retreat to, so every sound and every little shift in the space lands directly in my nervous system. After days of rain and being indoors together, it simply became too much for my body to hold. This made me realize that something in the room had to change for me to breathe again. And then suddenly, I felt this clear urge to get rid of a wardrobe in the corner. The one I've been wanting to remove for months, but never had the energy or motivation to deal with. In that moment, my nervous system reacted so strongly that I instantly saw how much I needed it gone. So I took it apart, piece by piece, just to make it easier to carry out of the room. And once it was gone in this corner of the room, another piece of furniture found a completely new place, and the whole room shifted. The energy changed. The space just opened. It's interesting to explore the meaning of the vätte in Swedish folklore in this context. I am not claiming to know exactly how people thought in the past, but I love diving into our old stories and finding ways to make them feel relevant today. So let me share what I think. Back then, people didn't have the language or concepts we have now to describe certain everyday feelings, especially the ones that didn't fit neatly into their routines or expectations. So when something felt off, when the atmosphere in the home shifted, they often separated their inner experience from the outer world by personifying it. What we today might call stress, anxiety, or an energetic tension, they expressed through intuition, symbols, and stories. So if something didn't feel right within the walls of the home, it might have been easier to say, the vätte is irritated, or the vätte is stressed now. A kind of way of giving shape to a feeling they couldn't otherwise explain. I think they were onto something, because our home do affect us. Where the furniture stands, or what blocks the light, what takes up space without giving anything back. Some things just support us and some things drain us. Maybe the vätte was their way of saying that the home has a soul, a presence, a kind of energy that responds to how we treat the space. I feel that when my home is in balance, something inside me settles. I also think that vätte may have worked as a kind of parenting strategy. I can imagine families telling stories about the vätte to their kids as a guardian of the home, a presence that needed peace and order to feel calm. So when children screamed, threw things around, or ignored the household rules, parents could gently remind them that the vätte becomes unsettled when the home is chaotic, like a way to guide behavior through story rather than punishment, using imagination to teach respect for the space they lived in. I don't know if the vätte is real in the folkloric sense because I haven't seen them, but it feels irrelevant to me that a home can have its own soul, an energy that speaks through feelings and perhaps images. I don't know. My body reacts when something is off anyway, long before I can explain why. What is your thoughts about this? Do you have any experience?